This game is called Multiplication Zone. For this game, you will need a deck of cards. We have left all of our cards in the deck for this game. Aces will be worth 11, jacks are worth 12, queens are worth 13, and kings are worth 14. You may want to write that down so you can remember that while you're playing. You will also need a buddy. I don't have a real buddy to play with today, so I'm going to be playing against Dinosaur. But if you have a friend, relative, or caretaker at home with you who can play, that's great too. We have each been dealt 10 cards from the deck. The remaining deck is left in the middle. We're going to flip over a card and we're going to multiply this times 10. 8 times 10 is 80. So our target decade is between 80 and 90. So we're looking at 80 to 89. Decade is every 10 years or 10 numbers. So we'll be looking for products that can get us somewhere between 80 and 90. So I can look at all of my cards and I'm going to choose 2 that I could multiply together to get somewhere between 80 and 90 if possible. So let's see. I know that 9 times 9 is 81. So I'm at 81. Now Dinosaur would flip over his cards and take a look at what he has. He has a king, which is worth 14. So he could be thinking about 14 times something. So let's see if he tried. Let's see what would happen. Well, no, 14 times 5 won't be close enough. Let's see what would happen if he did 8 times 8. I think that's the next closest he could get to. So 8 times 8 is 64. So I was actually in the decade. Dinosaur wasn't able to make it between 80 and 89, between 80 and 90. So that means that I get to keep all 4 of these cards for my winning pile. Okay, so now we will turn over a new card to find our new target product. So now we have 2. Okay, so 2 times 10 is 20. So now we're looking for something in the 20s decade, so somewhere between 20 and 30. So I'm going to look at my cards and try to find 2 numbers that I could multiply together. So I see 7 times 4, which I know is 28. So that's going to be in the 20 decade. And Dinosaur is going to look at his cards to see if he has anything that could go in the 20 decade. He has 5 times 4, which would also work for the 20 decade. So that means since we were both able to get to the target number this time, neither one of us wins. And these cards are going to go in the bottom of our remaining card pile. So we're going to keep playing until we are both left with no cards in our hand. At that point, we will see who has 1 more cards, and the person with the more cards in their winning pile will win that round. Then we can shuffle and play again. Have fun. Good luck.